Jim, this first one sent to CornyDriveThru, or not the first one, but the first one since that debacle of a spot, sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Rick in Grimsby, England.
Hello, Rick from Grimsby, England.
That one looks simple enough. I don't think I mispronounced it. Below are some comments from Chris Jericho.
Oh, geez.
Basically saying if Vince Neil bothered to get in shape, his performance would improve. Is this the pot calling the kettle?
Oh, said Mr. Pot to Mrs. Kettle there. What in the world?
Or does Jim believe Jericho is currently working at the optimum level, given his skills, knowledge, experience, and age? And I have here an attached article from a website called Metalhead Zone. It sounds official. And they have some quotes here from an interview with Chris Jericho about Motley Crue going back on the road. Of course, Motley Crue's lead singer being Vince Neil. Here's the quotes.
They were sniping at each other on Twitter this time last year or something, right?
No, that was Sebastian Bach from Skid Row.
But so does Jericho have a problem now with any middle-aged blonde rock singer that he thinks he can take him down? First Vince Neil and Sebastian Bach, and who's next? Bret Michaels or Axl Rose or whoever's calling me on the phone?
Whoever's calling you, I think, would be next.
I don't know who that is. We'll go on without him.
Well, here's the quote from Chris Jericho. I'm disappointed to see Vince the way he is. Because I think if he lost some weight and did some training and came out there and was in some semblance of shape, A, his voice would sound better just from that alone, and B, people would go, holy shit, did you see Vince Neil? He looks great. I think if he really wants to do it, he could do it. But I don't know if he does, and that's the thing. It's up to him. And either way, it's Motley Crue. People are going to go, and people are going to love it.
I don't know that people want old rock and roll stars to look in great physical condition like they're drinking milk and doing sit-ups. I think they want them to look like they've been floating in the river for 3 days, like Chris looks like now. Yes, I believe if I was him, I would apply that advice to the endeavor that he is currently in that requires him to be not only half-dressed, but very physically active every Wednesday night. And yes, he's 50 years old. But Nick Bockwinkel was 50 years old too. So everybody ages differently, but for heaven's sake, with what other people are saying about Chris's current performances, totally independent of anything that we talk about, I wouldn't be saying that. That's like me telling people, hey, you ought to cut down on the cheeseburgers.
Do you think Vince Neil gets on the phone and calls Sebastian Bach like, hey, Sebastian, I know we've never really gotten along and talked, but can you believe this fucking guy? Who the fuck is he?
So it was Sebastian Bach that Jericho was trying to get one over on when he released that video of him singing a cappella that time. Remember? A cappella, oh, a cappella. Yeah. No, when he was doing the thing where it was some heavy metal song that he would, with no music and just on his camera phone, was screaming or screeching, I will sing in this fake voice. Yes, in this fake voice. I'll sing this over the top. And then he actually said, how was that? Not bad, huh? Yes, it was exactly that. It was bad. I don't think that if Robert Plant is not currently shaking in his boots from Chris Jericho, Vince Neil, or Sebastian Bach, but I would think that Chris would lighten up on the telling rock stars in his same age group, you need to get in shape.
I love it so much. The Sebastian Bach one is my favorite because he's not known for backing down, and he didn't. And he went the other way. Instead of not, he just started challenging. He was like, hey, shrimp, fight me, whatever he was saying. The guy had just been the world champion in AEW, and he has this guy challenging him to fights on Twitter. Sebastian Bach. But there it is, Chris Jericho. The question is, what rock star will he critique next? Perhaps he's out of touch with what's happening in music.
Well, you know, it's so sad when music passes people by that were never actually in it to begin with.
It's sad.